Good morning. I'm Jim Williams, Executive Director of Deadwood History, and today I want to take you behind the scenes. You've heard me say, engage, inspire, and preserve. We are in the Days of 76 Museum, and we're in one of our vaults. Now, before I go too much further, I have to compliment the technology that we're privileged to have. This is a climate-controlled environment, and so if you see me shiver a little bit, it's rather cool in here. One of the responsibilities of Deadwood History is to protect our history, our artifacts. While you see what is out in the museum, there's probably 4 times as much behind the scenes that is cataloged, going out for cleaning, being inventoried, and those are the gifts that many folks in the community give to Deadwood History. Deadwood History is a repository for our culture, the history of Deadwood, and the history of the Black Hills. And I know that in the past, there's probably been some challenges in how does that all work. And so I want to go and state immediately that we're excited to work with folks that feel they may have items that would be of interest to Deadwood history and to be preserved. And those items have a significant range. I'm going to take the opportunity to show you a few. Right here, we have a really unique piece. And if you look, it says it needs to be cleaned and then put away. If you look closely at the piece, it's a piece of wood with an arrowhead embedded. So I'm holding something that's hundreds of years old, but is part of the culture of the region. We have items that are of a fragile nature, such as this basket, made with natural reeds. And again, as I mentioned, all with a category and an index number so that it can be cross-referenced and preserved. I want to take you over to another section and show you the variety of things that we have in our museums and in our archives. If you look right here, you see items that have been donated. They range from a modern microscope to a spinning wheel to folk art to dice. Again, working with you, if you have interests, talk with us and we can help determine how this fits within our collections. We are in the 76 Museum, so as you can imagine, there are a number of things related to the cowboy and the ranching culture. We have saddles in various states, but the history and the provenance of them, you can see the construction, the dove-eared, the ironwork. All of these are, again, components that we take seriously in our responsibility to preserve our past. If we walk around through here, again, showing you the variety, you can see that it's all important. We have a set of headlights. Now you gotta wonder, what's that got to do with cowboys? But it's an important component of our history. I mentioned earlier that we work with and things are climate controlled. And here's a little bit of an example. If you look here, there's a meter. These readings are checked. They go both temperature and humidity. Humidity is probably the single biggest thing we worry ourselves about because, as you know, moisture can do significant damage. In this area, we have textiles, we have clothing, we have leather, we have ceramics, we have a number of different things that, again, being within our climate-controlled environment helps preserve the historic nature and the significance of what's been donated. So I want to encourage you, if you've got questions or you have artifacts that you'd like to talk with us about, please feel free to give Sherry Hall a call. Our number is 605-722-4800, and we'd be happy to talk with you about the process of preserving our history and our culture. Thanks for taking a few minutes with me to go behind the scenes.